I want you to understand very much this dynamic about relationships because it's very important in life. And I didn't learn it until later in life, which of course hurt a lot of my relationships. So in life, we can often subject our relationships to our circumstances. We can subject our relationships to what we want, to our own purposes, to our own desires, instead of subjecting our own desires, our own purposes, and our own wants to love, to the relationship. This, in my life, here's how it happened. Well, here's two examples of how it happened in my life. The first example is I would go out and try to tell people about Christ and try to win people to my belief system. And in so doing, I would subject the relationship with that person to the importance, in my mind, of converting them to Christianity. When the proper thing to do is to focus on the relationship and love. Now, I know there are those Christians, it's all so predictable, but I know there are those Christians out there who are saying, well, if you really love that person, you would tell them about Christ. I understand. We'll deal with that in another video. So, anyways, when I used to do that, I pushed tons of people away. I remember one time out in the park, and me and, we sat down and we tried to preach the gospel to this guy, and he just, he wanted to talk to us, like, about his life and about reality, and eventually we just kept pushing and pushing and pushing our own agenda, and, well, he just got up right in the middle of our conversation and walked away. I remember being so surprised. That was my first indicator that something was wrong. That was in my early 20s, so of course it took me years and years to learn. So later in life, I actually joined 3 different multi-level marketing companies. And in those multi-level marketing companies, I subjected my relationships to the importance in my own mind of getting them to join the multi-level marketing company to serve my purposes, to help me make money. So I actually burned, I don't remember how many. I can think of one in particular that I regret. And a few other names spring to mind. If it's you, I apologize. Anyways, so what I did is I don't need to say it again, I just said it. I subjected my relationships to the more important goal of getting them to join my organization and make money. That was a mistake. What I should have been doing is subjecting my goal of making money and joining my team for the purpose of love, right? And the relationship should have come first. And then later, if they wanted to join my team and we did make money, yay. But I got it out of order. So, there's nothing wrong with having people join my team and make money. God bless America. Who doesn't want to be part of a team and join money? Make money, excuse me. But if it happens at the expense of relationship, not so much. So, I've also seen other people do this in life. And again, I'm not here to badmouth anybody. It's just pure observation. I'm not here to prove anybody wrong. We're here to get down to reality on this channel, okay? I'm the most guilty one. This is the choir preaching right here, okay? So, I have seen other people who have wanted me to come around to their brand of Christianity or their particular beliefs and they put that ahead of our relationship. And I just want a relationship with the people because by the grace of God, I now know that's the most important thing. So I'm just like, hey, I just want to hang out, and they're wanting to promote their agenda. So I don't blame people for doing this because I've done it. We've probably all made the mistake. We're all part of the club here. But I want you to understand it so that you don't make the same mistakes, so that you can avoid making the same mistakes. Like, nobody told this stuff to me. I just followed the leaders who didn't know where they were going. And look where I ended up. Again, not all of my leaders didn't know where they were going. Some of my leaders didn't know where they were going. I'm not bad-mouthing people, I'm telling the truth. So, the solution is, the reality is, since we're all about reality on this channel, is love. Love rules the day, right? Since God is love and Christ is love, and they're the ones who've created reality as we know it, love rules the day. Always. Love is always the first goal. I think it's 1 Timothy 1 something. Anyways, it's like my life Bible verse if you can have one. It has been. I don't like to say it's my life Bible verse because it's too many of those, right? It's one of my favorite Bible verses. It says, the goal of our instruction is love out of a pure heart and an unfeigned clean conscience. So the point is that the goal of our instruction is love. And that's the Apostle Paul writing, right? He's the greatest apostle of the whole Bible. Look, what was the goal of his instruction? Love. So the goal of him getting people to Christ is love. The goal of all he did was love. The goal of all God does is love. The goal of all Christ does is love. How can God's goal not be love if he is love? So, as we align ourselves with reality, which is God, who is love, love rules the day always.